Are the Vikings going to sign OBJ? Welcome back to Onebar and Lupagus show. I'm Lupagus here with Onebar, and there is rumors swirling all over the internet that the Minnesota Vikings plan to sign Odell, Beckham Jr., OBJ. We're going to talk about those. Before we do, be sure to subscribe to the channel. We just hit 7,900 subscribers. We are less than 100 away to 8,000. So keep on clicking that subscribe. Keep on liking the vids. Keep on drinking that Lift Bridge Brewing.
Yeah, I'm all Lift Bridge up this morning. It's making me thirsty. You say that there's rumors, and really it appears it's more like wishful thinking. There's not like a really solid credible source out there saying this, but hey, we're going to talk about it because everybody else is talking about it. And let's talk why. Let's talk why.
Well, yeah, and you're right. I mean, I went on Twitter last night after watching The Walking Dead, and I started scrolling through, and the first 6 things I saw was OBJ in purples. You know, someone saying rap sheets confirming this. So I'm like, I'm doing all this research, and nothing concrete came of it. The fact that there's so much smoke here, but yeah, why would this happen?
Well, let's talk about why the rumors even coming. Beckham yesterday on Twitter puts the eyes. He's messing with everybody. Puts the eyes, and then the Vikings make a move where they have an open roster spot. So this is why the Vikings fans, including ourselves, are getting our panties in a little bit of a tither, a little bit of a bunch.
And what's weird is that they activate Blake Prohl yesterday, releasing Miles Dorner. I think it was Monday, and then they reversed that move yesterday. So it's like, what's going on unless somebody's coming? And the other thing that factor in here is Mir Smith-Marset gets released by the Bears yesterday, so he's available again. Do the Vikings want him back, or is this really a move for OBJ? Exactly. After what I saw from what him do against the Commanders last week, I'm done with ISM. But again, and we also have to talk, why could this happen, or why are we going to talk about this? There's also the Kevin O'Connell connection from last year. He was with the Rams, familiar with OBJ. So there's definitely that factor that we have to, throw in here too.
Well, I think there's a few things that make this at least worth talking about. Like you said, the Kevin O'Connell factor, he's going to want to come to a contender. And currently the Vikings are 5-1, which would make us a contender. And our offense has been in a little bit of a funk. So it makes sense for the Vikings to want to throw another little piece like Mr. Beckham into this mix. So it makes sense at a very high level, but there's reasons it doesn't make sense too.
Yeah, I think another thing to think why it may make sense is Adam Thielen truly healthy? We see this guy hobbling. He's toughed it out. His toughness is very, very impressive. But is he really 100%? Seems like he's limping every single game. So maybe there's something more there to where this would make more sense as far as personnel goes. But yeah, and you said it too. The offense has kind of been in a funk. Look at all the 3-and-outs we had against the Dolphins, and and blowing really excellent field position 3 times in that game. So someone like Odell Beckham Jr. could definitely make you convert some of those. But I think the reasons this doesn't make sense outweigh the ones that it does.
Yeah, and I think a lot of shows are saying this. Wherever he goes, it's like he's going to be a luxury player. He's not going to come in and be your number one. He's 29 years old. He's coming off that Achilles. So just like the Rams last year, it's not like he was brought in to be their number one guy. He was just this beautiful, sexy toy that they could play with. And it panned out well for him. So him coming into this offense, would love everything about it, but why it doesn't make sense, you got to clearly look at our salary cap issue. We have less than $1 million. And if this was to happen, they would have to do some serious shuffling of some salaries.
Yeah, or OBJ is going to take a serious cut. And I think the other reason, too, is just now you get way too many mouths to feed. I mentioned maybe Adam Thielen's hurt. Well, if he's not, then you got Jefferson, Thielen, Osborne, Jalen Reagor, OBJ, Irv Smith Jr., Delvin Cook. I mean, that is a lot of mouths to feed.
Some of those mouths you just mentioned suck, though.
Well, I mean, but I'm just saying. I mean, all of a sudden you have just so many options here. Yeah, sometimes it's good to have too much. Other times, it can create, if Jefferson starts getting frustrated because some of his targets are going to OBJ, I mean, those things the whole chemistry of the group could get thrown out of whack, too, if you bring in a new guy at this point. I don't know. If the Vikings are going to prove in any one area with a guy they're going to sign or trade for, I just don't think it needs to be wide receiver.
Yeah, but I mean, that's why I say I think he would be more of a luxury, and I think he knows that. And Justin Jefferson has shown his love for him more than once, so I don't think he would have one damn issue him coming in for 1 year. And I like the fact of more mouths to feed. Like some of those guys you listed, they shouldn't be getting fed. They should be very, very hungry on the sidelines. So bring it on. More weapons, the better. Kevin O'Connell, his time with the Rams, clearly they liked having a ton of available mouths to feed, and this would be fantastic.
Yeah, and I think OBJ has gotten to that role. I mean, he was just a secondary player with the Rams last year, a guy who would have a big game here, then kind of do nothing the next game. So I think that's kind of where his career has gone, where he is right now in his career. So I don't think he would be throwing a fit as much. I mean, I'm sure you may get some drama with him at some point because he's kind of a drama queen. But would I hate this? No, I love when the Vikings bring in big names. It's fantastic.
Yeah, nobody would hate this. You can say you don't like him. I mean, deep down, you're going to be like, holy shit, this would be fun to watch. Let's see what Kevin O'Connell could do. Let's get this offense humming because we're going to have to score a crap ton of points with this defense that we currently have. So the one other thing to make note of is the last time we did this, an open roster spot. It's going to happen. Sue's coming, and we ended up signing the most random dude ever. So yeah, I don't think this is really going to happen, but it's definitely getting me excited until it doesn't happen.
Be prepared about 1:15 today to Google whoever the hell the Vikings do sign.
Yeah, but hey,
you're right.
Never know. It appears his front office has some testes on them, so anything is possible.
Absolutely. So we'll see. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments. Is OBJ coming home to Minnesota, or is this just a bunch of internet scuttlebutt?
Malarkey, as people say.
Absolutely, they do. All right. And while you're thinking about that, remember this: United States is the world's largest exporter of sperm.